did a few updates on it today, and I put the one for the 21st century and the government um, shared grounds or whatever. So that way we have some understandings. And I was also reading in here about sexual things. I put that in there too about what we're not gonna tolerate. But here's a little preview of it. I got it. Oh, it's the. I don't know if you could see it right. So it says May 28th, 2026, and from the Tulare and Kern County Registered under the Republic of Mexicans, please fix the DMV errors that we have to move it up to the new Congress and Senate for America, or this is the same English process with the ability to be paid up to an equal same your Congress had, because we are doing our part and we believe in the Constitution. We are the Mexicans born in California. Also, we'll ask what are the ranch rules, because I know them if someone can't answer that. Um, so in here today, I updated for we got the magic Mexican legislative rules. We got the preamble. Um, what else? We got a lot. I wrote a lot more than that. I could have swore I did. Um, what a foreigner is. We got super independence, strategic complexity. Um, we want to make the votes to where it means no and yes means yes. So there's no more manipulation in that. We're gonna talk about the nursing. Um, this is gonna be like a direct way to be able to shared on the shared governance part. Yeah, so I'm gonna read it to you guys, and I'll see if I'm up to the standards myself because I just copied and pasted, and I didn't really get to hear it all. So let me go through it, and I'm gonna fix it as we go. Um, oops. So today, um, let me read it so I can fix it at the same time, and then we'll be in this one. It'll be a perfect one. Um, I have for May 28th, 2026. From the Tulare and Kern County registered under the Republic of Mexicans, please fix the DMV errors that we have to move it to a new Congress and Senate for the America for the same English process with the ability to be paid up to the equal same as your Congress has. Because we are doing our part and believe in the Constitution, we are the Mexicans born in California. Also, we will ask what are the ranch rules, because I know them if someone can't understand. So, who gave anyone the right to tax if an equal process is totally rejected due to the many errors we currently have now are allowing us to be paid same in the process. I'll begin with this professional pledge to the God and his salute. Pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for what it stands for, one nation under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all. Shared governance, healthcare. Shared governance is essentially the ultimate teamwork model for the modern medicine. It shifts organizations away from old school top down management, do this because I said so, and moves them toward a model where the frontline professionals actually doing the work have a direct say in how things are run. Here is a breakdown of the core concepts organized to highlight how this vehicle transforms the workplace. First of all, the DMV has us marked as the only thing as wrong on that birth thingy when we put it with Hispanic Latinos. So going forward, I'm going to consider us a vehicle right here, and I'm just going to talk to you about the transformation. This vehicle transforms the workplace. The core principles of shared governance. At its heart, shared governance, it's just a management trick. It's a philosophy based on 4 main pillars: partnership, building horizontal relationships between different disciplines, nursing, pharmacy, physicians, therapy, rather than a strict vertical hierarchy, equity, validating that every role fulfills a vital function in patient outcomes, and maintaining that no single discipline is more important than the collective team. Accountability, giving professionals the power to make decisions, but also holding them responsible for the outcomes of those decisions. Ownership, creating a workplace that staff feels personally invested in the success safely and culture of their unit or clinic. Evolution, the nursing and all disciplines, while shared governance originally began as nursing-centric model in the late 20th century to combat burnout and give nurses control over their practice. It has evolved in the 21st century. It serves as a interprofessional vehicle. Old model versus 21st century shared governance feature. Old traditional model, shared governance model. Structure, bureaucratic, top down hierarchy, flat, decentralized, council based, decision making, managers decide, staff implements. Frontline, staff and managers collaborate. Focus, task originated and rule bound, patient centered and outcome focused, relationships, um, silos, disciplines, silos, interdisciplinary teamwork. Why it matters: the outcomes when an institution successfully designs and implements a shared governance structure. The text highlights a shift toward a collective service consciousness. This yields several key benefits: redesigned workplace structures and processes are built around the actual needs of patients, not administrative convenience. Quality patient outcomes. When the people closest to the patient make the care decisions, medical errors drop and care quality rises. Worker investment. Staff turnover decreases because professionals feel heard, respected, and empowered. Ultimately, shared governance changes the question from what does management want us to do today to what do our patients need from us today, and how can we work together to achieve it. El problema de los títulos en el yo tengo en la español también, so usted puede leer. So yo tengo una cosa que me voy a decir, que un problema en los títulos de todos, like, de la manipulation, de la manera de poder significar que no es, que sí es no y no es sí cuando ustedes votamos. Y tenemos que poner todo en un proceso con la like, ¿qué vamos a hacer? Y sí es sí y no es no. Porque cuando ellos están diciendo que van a hacer me voy a, ¿cómo le dice? Guardar, o me voy a, ¿cómo le dice? Ponle a la debt, ponlos en la debt, tus visas en debt, en debit or whatever. Ese palabra es como like van a quitar todo. Y es important para entender, like, como ellos están diciendo también. So necesitamos una inglés ahí todo el tiempo, que para formar, y nadie de ellos. Ustedes pueden ganar like tú conozcos. Y este is muy important. Like I'm explaining to them how like whenever like we have these titles, like whenever votes go down and no means yes and yes means no, or however you guys are doing the Visa debit or debt, however you say it. These words right here to me sound like you're gonna leave it in debt. And I'm not gonna be okay with any words that are not familiar with going forward. So a lot of things are gonna be like really firm on things, and we can't have no jargon. We don't want to have anything where nobody's gonna be where we have to get a dictionary out and look up that word, because like literally how hard is it to just be direct. So I have that was another thing, but I had that one in English and Spanish that's written. I'm gonna move forward with that one, and then I have it in my book. I'll put the title, I mean I'll send you the link in it later. um Let me see the laws for the ballot measures language. Conocer como regla tu estilo actualmente y the yes, I can't read Spanish that well. So then the legislative roles for citizenship, only natural born Mexican citizens who are not active duty military or high ranking religious officials can hold federal legislative office. Plunia, not is. Mexico fills many legislative seats through the proportional representation system party list rather than direct distinct district votes. Foreigners, non citizens, cannot draft laws, hold legislative office, or vote, but they can sometimes benefit from specific immigration legislation or binational programs to help pinpoint your exact status of the legal benefits you might be eligible for. Please let me know. We want to make pedophiles, rapists, and molesters do life in prison like El Salvador. We represent the Americas and America from the west to the map on the map, Pacific East. When a bill is vetoed by an executive branch, it is sent back to the legislative branch, Congress, which is composed of organizations such as Change the Comparison, Compassion to Comparison. Number one, Senate. So, like, you know how the error with the Hispanic Latino part, you know how that we're not that. We want to move it up to like the Congress or something so we can have our own seats. That way, that'll be like a better way to explain that we're still Mexican, but we're gonna represent that. Um, but we're born here. So we want to also go with the same category of the Constitution that's here. So what would that be, or how are we going to categorize this? Senate committees, House of Representative committees, joint committees. The organizations review the vetoed bill and can accept the veto and let the bill die to the override the veto with a super majority vote of 2/3 majority vote. Senate and House make changes to the bill to address the executive branch's or objections, hold hearings, and gather more information to debate the issue. I don't think we need to debate more. I think we're going to be heading right now for an establishment and implementation. By sending the vetoed bill back to the organizations and legislative branches can reconsider the bill, make changes, and try to find a compromise that works for both branches of government. This process helps ensure that the voices of both the executive and legislative branches are heard and that the final product is well-crafted law. May 27th, 2026, time 12:04 p.m. Make this similar and more promising and willing to veto, to begin a new respectful all general ethnics, and to all be treated fair. The United Constitution of the United People preamble, in the spirit of unity, fairness, and respect to all, we the people establish the sacred covenant built upon the foundations of justice, equality, and comparison to ensure domestic production and the cause of every errors. Keep the same general clear readiness upon each label. Name human subject and best quality where we Objection is held up to the domestic standards in fruits, and we as humans, the people, promote ourselves to the safest, best labor with the necessary actions to fall back on. Yet, even though we are temporary in the stable in this stable in our works, but to resignate a time that family too is important. So we want to ask if 2 to 3 hours of work a day can help us live in a society today, continue to the general welfare and unemployment disability procedures without being denied. Add that the COVID has this thing now that we are doing this for the better, safe world and secure the blessings of liberty for every individual. We ask to be fair, bring fair housing on cost. See what we can do for the better of our world. Article 1, the Council of Unity. Section 1, the gathering of leaders, the council of wise and experienced leaders chosen of their integrity and commitment and fairness shall convene to make decisions for the betterment of our people. Their wisdom and knowledge shall direct our nation towards a brighter future where every individual is treated with dignity and respect. Article 2, the Bill of Rights and Freedoms. Article 1, the protection of individual rights. Every card shall be safeguarded against discrimination, oppression, and injustice. So everybody has to be professional. We're already aware of that. All citizens shall be treated fairly with equal opportunities and protections under the law. Article 3, the circle of justice. Section 1, the balance of fairness. Judges shall be chosen for their impartiality and dedication to justice. Every individual shall have access to fair trials, equal treatment, and compassionate justice. Comparison justice, I mean. But we're also going to put something on that. They have to know their 10 commandments, any judge. Now, Article 4, the bond of unity. The union of states shall work together in harmony as one people under our diversity. We shall strive for cooperation, mutual respect, and peaceful resolution of conflicts. In Article 5, the voice of the people. Section 1, the right of to an assembly. Every citizen shall have the power to gather, express their voice, and participate in the decision making, such as this. That we also have the assembly, the electric. How do you say? What did I write it as? We're already with that kind of assembly though. So I don't know what God said it was, but I put it already. It's already in this too. This is the Bible book. So we shall listen to every voice, consider every perspective, ensure fairness, justice for all, shield the protection, defense of our nation. Our nation shall be protected with strength, honor, and comparison. We shall defend every individual's right to life, liberty, and the pursuit to happiness. The veto power, the president with the advice and consent of the Council of Unity shall have the power to veto any decision that violates the principles of fairness, justice, and comparison. We just ask that you can come and tell us where it is that it's not working out so that we can help you make it work. We're not asking for any kind of altercations or conflicts, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. We just want to be on the same understanding. We're not asking for anything else. Every veto shall be accompanied by a clear explanation and a commitment to finding alternative solutions to respect and the dignity of all individuals. The revised version emphasizes unity, fairness, and respect for all with a strong commitment vetoing any decision that violates these principles. The divine Constitution of the United States Preamble. In the name of God the Almighty, we the people establish this sacred covenant, built upon the foundation of faith, justice, and righteousness, as guided by the laws of Moses and the prophets to ensure domestic tranquility, promote the general welfare, and to secure the blessings of liberty. Article 2, the Divine Council. The gathering of elders, a council of wise and experienced leaders chosen by God, shall convey convene to make decisions for the betterment of our people, ensuring public safety and security. Their wisdom and knowledge, guided by the divine principles, shall direct our nation towards political stability and calmness. Article 2, the Divine Bill of Rights. The protection of individual freedoms, the rights of speech, assembly, and worship, granted by God, shall be safeguarded, ensuring social cohesion and unity. All citizens shall be treated with dignity and respect as children of God, promoting economic stability and prosperity. Article 3, Divine Council of Justice. Section 1, the balance of fairness. Judges shall be chosen for their integrity and fairness and guided by the laws of Moses, ensuring justice and protecting individual rights. Now, Article 4, the Divine Bond Unity. The union of states, our states shall work together in harmony as one people under God, promoting domestic tranquility and national unity. The divine voice of people. The right to assemble citizens shall have the power to gather and express their voices as heard by God, ensuring political stability and calmness. Since 1959 of February 16th, this was barely a first agreement that there was an agreement there, but I guess this agreement goes back further to where it went down to a certain sons, and this is like older, like a long time ago that not everybody knows this, but only few people have land access, not everybody. So it's like when a ranch is sold, the landowner was supposed to tell the people what they can do on that ranch. So that needs to be implemented as well. This way we could move forward with this process in the territory parts and stuff too. um so we'll get back to that one, and then so and then the nation shall be protected with strength and honor only under God's watchful eyes, ensuring public safety and security. The revised version incorporates the words domestic tranquility and related phrases to emphasize the importance of peace, stability, and harmony. And within the nation's preamble, official segment in this establishing for a House of God courts is utilizing Old English to the New English constitutional language. But I read you guys this one yesterday. I added right here. Oh, I did an update. Um, so this one talks about the same thing, and it's like to establish how voting rights and legislative powers work when an agreement can't be agreed or something is unjust, not fair. The process the votes go by is any unjust laws can and will be laws if voted by a minority and or majority. This was discovered in 2013. Contrast. Okay, we got that. I read that yesterday. But I also want to read to you this one that I came across today. I don't know if I'm here. Oh, yeah, there it is. The window on shared governance. As the healthcare moves toward the 21st century and the newer models of work, relationships, performance, and outcomes, in innovative approaches to transforming the workplace must be designed and implemented as with all major change. A vehicle for transformation must be constructed in order to give form and substance to the change process. Shared governance is such a vehicle in healthcare, and the concept was initiated in nursing service, but has grown to influence the relationship between and among all the disciplines and role in healthcare. It is a set of principles about collaboration, ownership, worker investment, and partnership between people necessary to achieve high quality patient care outcomes. Through redesigning the workplace structures, relationships, and processes, shared governance provide a vehicle for the transformation. We'll go with the DMV, the health, and then, yeah, of healthcare in a way that is patient-centered and service-focused. Shared governance is the basis for emerging new models and healthcare for the 21st century. Two, it provides it provides a service-based structure organizing health professionals in a manner that promotes, emphasizes a team based on relationships, quality outcomes, and patient participation. Shared governance creates a format of collective service, conscious, resulting, and empowered healthcare services. So I have this dictionary book that I have right here, and it has so much information. It even has about the sexual development. So right here it talks about the changes in humans and how the reproductive organs and the basis of the study and the child, and it talks about all of this. One thing that we're going to ask for is that there's nobody touching kids in their privates. That's it. That's the only reason why we are not on the same policy for the same private information, is because I'm really firm on that. I'm here for a full removal on that, and I need to be clear on that, because I need you guys to all know that and not do that. That's why it's best that I'm telling you now, because we don't really want to be, we're not going to kill, we can't kill, it's against our laws, and we're not going to be able to beat you up, because it's just going to make you you're just going to heal from that. And we've already had these discussions, we've had these talks. We're asking that, we want that locked up for life. That's it. And I don't think that's too much to ask. That'll keep the world a little bit safer, and it would definitely things that we don't need here. That's all.